G'day, mates. Ready to explore the land down under? Let's dive into the top 5 must-do activities in Australia that will make your vacation unforgettable. From the vibrant coral reefs teeming with life to the vast outback with its ancient secrets, Australia's got something for everyone. We're talking heart-stopping encounters with unique wildlife, breathtaking landscapes that'll leave you speechless, and adventures that'll have you grinning from ear to ear. So buckle up and get ready for a wild ride as we discover the best Australia has to offer. Crikey, it's going to be a beauty. Alright mates, let's dive right in, literally. First up, we're heading to the Great Barrier Reef, one of the natural wonders of the world. Picture this, crystal clear turquoise waters as far as the eye can see, and beneath the surface, a kaleidoscope of colors explodes before you. We're talking about an underwater wonderland so massive you can see it from space. This ain't just any reef, mind you. It's home to over 1,500 species of fish, 400 types of coral, and a whole bunch of other incredible creatures like giant clams, graceful manta rays, and those gentle giants, the sea turtles. Imagine swimming alongside schools of fish that shimmer like 1,000 rainbows. You might even spot a reef shark or two, but don't worry. They're more scared of you than you are of them. And the coral, it's like a magical underwater garden with every shape and color imaginable. Now, how do you experience this underwater paradise, you ask? Well, you can strap on a snorkel and fins and get up close and personal with the reef's shallower inhabitants. Or for a real treat, go on a scuba diving adventure and explore the deeper parts of this underwater kingdom. Trust me, there's nothing quite like the feeling of weightlessness as you drift through this underwater metropolis, surrounded by the sights and sounds of the reef. It's an experience that'll stay with you long after you're back on dry land. But remember, mates, this incredible ecosystem is facing some serious challenges. Climate change, pollution, and other human activities are putting a strain on this delicate environment. So, when you visit the Great Barrier Reef, be respectful, follow the guidelines, and do your part to protect this natural wonder for generations to come. Because, let me tell you, seeing the Great Barrier Reef is like taking a peek into another world, a world filled with beauty, wonder, and a whole lot of life. It's an experience you won't soon forget. Now let's swap our scuba gear for some hiking boots and head inland to the heart and soul of Australia, the Outback. Picture this. Vast, ancient landscapes painted in shades of ochre, crimson, and gold, stretching as far as the eye can see. This is the real deal, mates. A land of rugged beauty, raw power, and ancient stories whispered on the wind. The Outback is about connecting with the raw, untamed spirit of Australia. It's about gazing up at a sky bursting with 1,000,000 stars, feeling the ancient energy of Uluru at sunrise, and listening to the silence of the desert at night, broken only by the howl of a dingo in the distance. This is where you'll find iconic landmarks like Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock, rising majestically from the desert floor. This sacred monolith has been a spiritual center for the Aboriginal people for thousands of years, and you can feel that ancient energy as you witness its colors shift with the changing light. But the Outback's not just about breathtaking landscapes. It's about the incredible wildlife that call this harsh environment home. Keep your eyes peeled for kangaroos bounding across the plains, emus strutting their stuff, and wedge-tailed eagles soaring overhead. And if you're lucky, you might even spot a thorny devil, a lizard so well camouflaged it practically disappears into the red dirt. Don't let their prickly exterior fool you. These little fellas are harmless and fascinating to watch. Now, exploring the Outback ain't for the faint of heart. It's about embracing adventure, respecting the land and its people, and experiencing the true meaning of Outback hospitality. So, pack your sense of adventure, slap on some sunscreen, and get ready to discover the rugged beauty of the Outback. Trust me, mates, a journey through the Outback is like traveling back in time. It's a chance to connect with the ancient rhythms of this land, to challenge yourself, and to witness the raw beauty that is the heart and soul of Australia. Hold on to your hats, mates, because we're heading to the city that never sleeps. Sydney. Now Sydney's got it all: stunning harbour views, bustling markets, world-class restaurants. But there's one iconic landmark that steals the show: the Sydney Opera House. Picture this, a masterpiece of modern architecture rising from the harbour like a giant shimmering seashell. Those ain't petals, mates. Those are soaring white sails that have become a symbol of Australia's creativity and spirit. Now, the Opera House isn't just a pretty face. It's a buzzing hub of culture and entertainment, hosting everything from world-class opera and ballet performances to cutting-edge theatre and live music gigs. Step inside, and you'll be blown away by the stunning interiors, with their soaring ceilings and intricate details. Take a guided tour to learn about the fascinating history of this architectural marvel, from its controversial beginnings to its status as a global icon. But even if you don't catch a show, just strolling around the Opera House precinct is an experience in itself. Grab a bite to eat at one of the many restaurants with stunning harbour views, or simply soak up the vibrant atmosphere as street performers and buskers entertain the crowds. And for a truly unforgettable experience, time your visit with Vivid Sydney, a spectacular festival of light, music and ideas that transforms the city into a wonderland of colour and creativity. Imagine the Opera House itself coming alive with a dazzling display of projected art, its sails aglow with vibrant patterns and animations. Trust me, mates, the Sydney Opera House is more than just a building. It's a symbol of Australia's artistic spirit and a must-see for any visitor. So grab your camera, soak up the atmosphere, and experience the magic of the Sydney Opera House for yourself. Alright mates, after all that exploring, it's time to kick back, relax, and soak up some sun on the legendary Gold Coast beaches. Picture this: golden sand stretching as far as the eye can see, crystal clear waves crashing onto the shore, and a warm sun kissing your skin. We're talking about some of the most famous beaches in the world, like Surfer's Paradise, with its buzzing atmosphere and perfect waves. Grab a surfboard and try your hand at riding the waves, or simply relax on the sand and soak up the sun. But the Gold Coast's not just about lounging around. Feeling adventurous? Try your hand at some water sports, from jet skiing and parasailing to stand-up paddleboarding and kayaking. And for those who prefer to stay dry, there's plenty of action on land too. Take a stroll along the beachfront promenade, grab a bite to eat at one of the many cafes and restaurants, or browse the shops for souvenirs. And don't forget about the theme parks. The Gold Coast is home to some of the best theme parks in Australia, like Dreamworld, SeaWorld, and Wet n Wild. Experience thrilling rides, get up close and personal with marine life, or cool off in the water parks. As the sun sets, the Gold Coast comes alive with a vibrant nightlife. From lively bars and pubs to sophisticated cocktail lounges and nightclubs, there's something for everyone. So grab your sunscreen, your bathers, and your sense of adventure, and get ready to experience the sun, sand, and surf of the Gold Coast. Now, for our final adventure, we're heading off the coast of South Australia to a place where nature truly runs wild. Kangaroo Island. This ain't your average zoo, mates. This is a wildlife sanctuary like no other, where you can get up close and personal with some of Australia's most iconic creatures in their natural habitat. Imagine this. You're strolling along a pristine beach, and suddenly, a pod of dolphins decides to put on a show just for you, leaping and playing in the waves. Or you're hiking through a eucalyptus forest and a koala stares down at you with those big, sleepy eyes. Kangaroo Island is home to a staggering array of wildlife, from kangaroos, of course, wallabies and echidnas, to sea lions basking on the beach, and colonies of penguins waddling ashore after a day of fishing. You might even spot a platypus playing hide-and-seek in a freshwater stream. But the real stars of the show are the animals that give the island its name: kangaroos. And not just any kangaroos, mates. We're talking about huge red kangaroos lounging in the shade, grazing in the fields, and hopping across the road right in front of your car. And don't forget about the birds. Kangaroo Island is a birdwatcher's paradise, with over 260 species of birds calling the island home, from the iconic kookaburra with its distinctive call to the majestic wedge-tailed eagle soaring overhead. But Kangaroo Island's not just about the wildlife. It's also home to stunning landscapes, from rugged coastlines and towering cliffs to dense forests and rolling hills. Explore hidden coves, discover secluded beaches, and take in the breathtaking views from the island's many lookouts. So, if you're looking for an unforgettable wildlife adventure, Kangaroo Island is the place to be. It's a chance to reconnect with nature, witness the beauty of the animal kingdom, and create memories that will last a lifetime. There you have it, mates. These are the top 5 must-do activities in Australia that will make your vacation truly unforgettable. So pack your bags and get ready for an adventure of a lifetime. From the vibrant underwater world of the Great Barrier Reef to the rugged beauty of the Outback, the iconic Sydney Opera House, the sun-drenched beaches of the Gold Coast, and the incredible wildlife encounters on Kangaroo Island, Australia's got something for everyone. So, what are you waiting for? Start planning your Aussie adventure today and experience the magic of the land down under for yourself. Crikey, you won't regret it.